How to make Southern biscuits with just 3 ingredients, simple and delicious. Imagine the warmth of a Southern kitchen, the aroma of freshly baked biscuits wafting through the air, inviting you to indulge. With just 3 simple ingredients, you can recreate that magic at home. No need for fancy tools or intricate techniques. This recipe is as straightforward as it gets. Picture yourself breaking apart a biscuit, the soft, fluffy texture yielding effortlessly, accompanied by that delightful, crispy sound. It's a moment of pure satisfaction, one that promises to impress even the most discerning of palates. In this video, I'll guide you through each step, ensuring that your first attempt is a triumph. You'll be amazed at how easily you can whip up these golden delights, perfect for breakfast or as a comforting snack. So gather your ingredients and let's embark on this delicious journey together. Get ready to savor the taste of homemade Southern biscuits that will have everyone coming back for seconds. The kitchen is a sanctuary of sorts, a place where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. Here, on the countertop, lies the promise of something delightful, a simple yet profound concoction waiting to be brought to life. The ingredients are meticulously arranged, each one a vital player in the upcoming culinary performance. First, there's the all-purpose flour, a soft white powder that holds the key to structure and texture. 2 cups of this versatile ingredient are measured out with precision, each scoop a testament to the importance of balance in baking. The flour is light and airy, almost like a cloud, yet it has the power to bind everything together, creating a foundation that will support the flaky layers to come. Next, the cold unsalted butter sits in its wrapper, a solid block of creamy goodness. At 120 grams, it's the heart of the biscuit, but it must remain chilled until it's time to incorporate it into the mix. The secret to achieving that perfect Southern biscuit lies in this very step. When the butter is cold, it creates pockets of steam as it bakes, resulting in a tender and flaky texture that is the hallmark of a true biscuit. The voiceover reminds us of this crucial detail, urging us to keep that butter in the fridge until the moment we need it. It's a small but mighty piece of advice that can make all the difference. Finally, there's the whole milk, measured at 200 milliliters, ready to bring the dough together. The milk adds moisture and richness, giving the biscuits that comforting, homey flavor. It's the liquid that will meld the dry ingredients into a cohesive dough, transforming the flour and butter into something magical. As the camera zooms in on the butter, glistening under the kitchen lights, there's an almost palpable anticipation in the air. The coldness of the butter is a reminder of the care that goes into each step of the process. It's not just about throwing ingredients together, it's about understanding their roles and respecting the science of baking. Each element has a purpose, and together they will create something greater than the sum of their parts. With the butter still cold and the other ingredients prepped, it's time to move to the mixing stage. The countertop is now the canvas, and the ingredients are the colors waiting to be blended into a masterpiece. The flour is poured into a large mixing bowl, its fine texture cascading like a gentle snowfall. The butter is unwrapped and cut into small cubes, each piece a promise of flakiness and flavor. The next step is crucial. Using a pastry cutter or your fingers, the cold butter is worked into the flour until it resembles coarse crumbs. This is where the magic begins. The cold butter mingles with the flour, creating little bits of fat that will ultimately create those coveted layers. It's a tactile experience, one that connects you to the food you're preparing. You can feel the transformation happening beneath your fingertips, a reminder that cooking is as much about the process as it is about the end result. Once the butter is incorporated, the milk is added, and the mixture is stirred gently until just combined. This is not a time for overzealous mixing. The goal is to keep that dough tender. Each fold and turn is a step closer to achieving the perfect Southern biscuit, a treat that embodies warmth, comfort, and a touch of nostalgia. As the ingredients come together, there's a sense of satisfaction in knowing that this process, this careful preparation, lays the groundwork for something truly special. The anticipation builds, and you can almost taste the buttery, flaky goodness that's on the horizon. The stage is set, and the journey to biscuit perfection is well underway. The mixing process is where the magic truly begins. transforming simple ingredients into something extraordinary. Picture the flour cascading into the mixing bowl, a soft, white cloud settling at the bottom. This is the foundation of our creation, a canvas waiting to be painted with flavor and texture. As the flour settles, it beckons for the next ingredient, the cold butter. Cutting the butter into small cubes is a crucial step, one that requires a delicate touch. Each piece is a promise of richness, waiting to meld with the flour. Using fingers or a fork, the butter is worked into the flour, a tactile dance that brings the two together. The goal here is not to obliterate the butter, but to break it down into small, pea-sized pieces, each one a tiny nugget of flavor. As the butter integrates, the mixture takes on a sandy texture, reminiscent of fine beach sand, a sign that we are on the right path. This is where the alchemy happens. The cold butter, when mixed with the flour, will create a flaky texture in the final product, allowing the biscuits to rise beautifully in the oven. It's a careful balance. Too much mixing will lead to a dense dough, while too little will leave the butter in large chunks, disrupting the desired flakiness. Once the flour and butter are harmoniously blended, it's time to introduce the milk. This is not just a liquid. It's the binding agent that will bring this dry mixture together. As the milk is gradually poured in, the transformation begins. A gentle mix is all that's required here. The goal is to combine the ingredients just until they come together. The dough should remain slightly sticky, a sign that it's still moist and pliable. Overmixing at this stage is a common pitfall, one that can lead to tough biscuits instead of the light, airy treats we desire. As the mixing continues, the dough begins to form, pulling away from the sides of the bowl and gathering into a cohesive mass. It's a satisfying sight, witnessing the ingredients evolve from their individual states into a soft, slightly sticky dough. This dough is the embodiment of potential, ready to be shaped and baked into something delightful. When the mixing reaches its conclusion, the dough should feel soft but not overly wet. It's the perfect balance of moisture and structure, a tactile reminder of what's to come. It's at this moment that the anticipation builds. The promise of warm, flaky biscuits, fresh from the oven, is tantalizing. With the dough prepared, the next step awaits. It's time to embrace the process of shaping and rolling, transforming this soft mass into individual pieces that will soon rise and goldenize. Each biscuit is a testament to the careful mixing and kneading that has taken place, a celebration of the harmonious blend of flour, butter, and milk. The journey from bowl to oven may seem simple, but each step is imbued with intention and care. As the dough is gently worked into shape, it carries with it the love and attention that has gone into its making. Each biscuit will tell a story, a narrative of ingredients coming together to create something greater than the sum of their parts. In this stage of mixing and kneading, we are not just preparing a recipe, we are crafting an experience, one that will be savored and shared. The dough, now ready, stands poised at the threshold of transformation, ready to embark on its next adventure in the oven, where it will rise and become the biscuits we've envisioned. The kitchen is alive with the warmth of anticipation, the kind that only comes from the promise of freshly baked biscuits. As the dough rests, its rich aroma mingling with the air, the moment to shape it has finally arrived. Lightly dusting the work surface with flour, I can almost hear the soft whisper of the dough as it meets the cool surface, eager to be transformed. With a gentle touch, I press it down, feeling the pliability beneath my fingers, ensuring it reaches that perfect thickness of about 2 centimeters. It's a tactile experience, one that connects me to generations of bakers who have come before me, each one crafting their own version of this simple yet beloved treat. Now, the fun part begins. I reach for a round cutter, its edges sharp and ready to work. With each press, I can feel the resistance of the dough yielding to the shape, creating neat circles that promise to rise and golden beautifully. In the oven, there's something satisfying about the rhythm of cutting, the way each movement feels deliberate yet fluid, as if I'm dancing with the dough. The biscuits emerge, perfectly formed, each one a testament to the care put into this process. But what if a cutter isn't at hand? No matter. Creativity is the true essence of baking. I pick up a knife, its blade glinting in the light, and begin to slice the dough into squares. Each cut is precise, and I feel a sense of accomplishment knowing that this method not only saves time, but also minimizes waste. Every bit of dough is utilized, each square a promise of flaky, buttery goodness. The kitchen is now filled with the sight of neatly arranged shapes, a mosaic of potential just waiting to be transformed by the heat of the oven. As I place the shaped biscuits onto the baking sheet, I can't help but admire their uniformity. They sit side by side, like eager participants in a race, ready to rise and expand in the warmth of the oven. The anticipation grows with every moment, the thought of how they will puff up, turning golden brown, their edges crisping while the centers remain tender and inviting. I can almost envision the steam escaping as they cool, the aroma wafting through the air, beckoning anyone nearby to come and indulge. The act of shaping these biscuits is more than just a culinary task. It's a ritual, a moment of mindfulness in a busy world. Each biscuit carries with it a piece of my intention, my desire to create something that brings joy. There's a certain magic in the simplicity of flour, butter, and sugar, transformed through the alchemy of heat into something delightful. The biscuits, once mere ingredients, are now poised to become a comforting treat, perfect for sharing over a cup of tea or coffee, or simply enjoyed on their own. With the baking sheet filled, I take a moment to appreciate the work that has gone into this process. The flour dusting the surface, the remnants of dough clinging to my fingers, the anticipation of the oven's heat. Each element adds to the experience. Soon they will be transformed, but for now, they are a promise waiting to be fulfilled. I slide the baking sheet into the oven, the warmth enveloping the biscuits, and I step back, eager to witness the magic unfold. In just a short while, the kitchen will be filled with the irresistible scent of freshly baked biscuits, a testament to the joy of creating something delicious from scratch. The aroma of freshly baked biscuits wafting through the kitchen can evoke a sense of comfort and nostalgia, a warm embrace that invites everyone in. As I prepare to place the biscuits onto the parchment-lined baking tray, I can already envision the delightful transformation that awaits. Each biscuit, a little round promise of buttery goodness, is carefully shaped and placed with intention. The parchment paper, a trusty companion, ensures that these golden delights will slide off with ease once they emerge from the oven, leaving no trace behind. With the oven preheated to a toasty 220 degrees Celsius, I take a moment to admire the tray full of unbaked biscuits. They sit there, pale and unassuming, yet I know that in just a few minutes, they will undergo a magical metamorphosis. The heat will coax them into rising, their surfaces becoming golden and crisp, while the insides remain soft and fluffy. It's a beautiful dance of heat and time, one that has been perfected over generations. As I place the tray into the oven, a wave of anticipation washes over me. The door closes with a gentle thud, sealing in the warmth and the promise of what's to come. I set a timer for 15 minutes, but I know that I'll be peeking in before that time is up. It's hard to resist the allure of watching them bake, to see how they puff up and change color, transforming from simple dough into something extraordinary. The time-lapse effect captures their journey perfectly. I can almost hear the quiet hum of the oven as it works its magic. The biscuits begin to rise, their edges crisping up while the centers remain tender. I watch as they slowly gain color, a golden hue that signals their nearing perfection. The anticipation builds with each passing second, and soon I can see that they are almost ready. But there's one secret I cannot forget: the brush of melted butter. Just before they go in, I take a small bowl and melt some butter in the microwave, letting it bubble slightly, the rich aroma filling the air. With a pastry brush in hand, I gently coat the tops of the biscuits. This simple act is transformative. It not only adds flavor, but gives them a glossy finish that makes them glisten like jewels. It's a pro tip I've learned from countless baking sessions, and it never fails to impress. As the timer buzzes, I rush to the oven, heart racing with excitement. The door swings open, and a wave of warmth envelops me, carrying with it the intoxicating scent of baked goods. There they are, my biscuits, perfectly golden brown and puffed to perfection. Each one has its own character, some slightly larger, others more petite, but all radiating that irresistible charm that comes with being freshly baked. I carefully remove the tray. The sound of the biscuits gently shifting as they settle into their new formation is music to my ears. The parchment paper crinkles slightly as I lift them, and I can't help but admire the beautiful sheen on their tops, a testament to the melted butter's magic. The moment is fleeting, yet so satisfying. I can hardly wait to taste them, to break one open and reveal the soft, warm interior. In this simple act of baking, there's a world of joy and comfort. Each biscuit is not just a treat. It's a reminder of home, of family gatherings, of laughter shared around the table. And as I prepare to indulge in these little delights, I know that every bite will be a celebration of the love and care that went into making them. The aroma wafts through the air, a tantalizing invitation that stirs the senses and beckons you closer. As you approach the kitchen counter, your eyes are drawn to the beautifully plated biscuits, each one a masterpiece of culinary craftsmanship. Their golden brown crust glistens under the soft kitchen light, whispering promises of warmth and comfort. You can almost hear them calling out, urging you to break one open and experience the magic within. With a gentle touch, you reach for a biscuit, feeling the warmth radiate from its flaky exterior. As you break it apart, steam escapes, curling into the air like a soft sigh of contentment. The inside is a fluffy wonder, a cloud of buttery goodness that seems to melt in your mouth. You can almost taste the love and care that went into making them, the way the ingredients come together in perfect harmony. It's a moment of pure bliss, a simple pleasure that encapsulates the essence of Southern hospitality. The biscuits are not just a dish, they are a tradition, a connection to family gatherings and Sunday brunches. They evoke memories of laughter around the table, of stories shared over steaming cups of coffee and tea. Each bite is a reminder of the warmth of home, the joy of togetherness, and the simple act of breaking bread, or in this case, biscuits, together. Next to the biscuits, a cup of tea or coffee sits patiently, waiting to be paired with this delightful treat. The rich, robust flavors of the brew complement the buttery sweetness of the biscuits, creating a perfect balance that dances on the palate. Whether you prefer a classic black tea or a bold cup of coffee, the combination elevates the experience, turning a simple snack into a cherished ritual. As you take your first bite, the world around you fades away. The crunch of the outer layer gives way to the soft, pillowy interior, and you find yourself lost in the moment. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience, the love that goes into each recipe, and the joy of sharing it with others. The warmth of the biscuits, paired with the comforting beverage, creates a haven of peace in the midst of a hectic day. It's a reminder to slow down, to savor the little moments that often go unnoticed. In a world that moves at a breakneck speed, this simple act of enjoying a biscuit with a warm drink becomes a cherished pause, a moment to reflect and appreciate. As the last biscuit disappears, there's a sense of fulfillment that washes over you. You've not only enjoyed a delicious treat, but you've also participated in a tradition that spans generations. It's a celebration of flavors, of culture, and of the bonds that tie us together. If you found this recipe helpful, the invitation is clear. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Smart Health Tips for more delicious recipes. Join a community that values the art of cooking, where every recipe is an opportunity to create, to share, and to connect. As you take a final glance at the biscuits, now just a memory of warmth and comfort, you feel grateful for the experience. The kitchen has transformed into a sanctuary, a place where flavors come alive and stories are shared. Thank you for watching. You've not only learned how to make these delightful Southern biscuits, but you've also taken part in something much larger, a celebration of food, family, and the joy of cooking. Until next time, may your kitchen be filled with love, laughter, and the irresistible aroma of freshly baked biscuits.